Hey guys, what I'm going to do is there's two flags in the green there 10 yards apart. I'm just going to hit maybe a dozen shots in between those, and I'm going to get very close to the camera so you can see some ball flight, I hope. But being close to the camera is going to block my upper half out because I'll be too close to the camera. But you should be able to see the alignment of my arms and the feet and where I'm aiming and where my club face is pointing. And you'll see, the ball just goes straight. Today, holding the ball, against that left to right wind is going to be hard to keep it in the flags. But really, it just shouldn't be hard at all. So I'll just hit maybe a dozen shots and let's just have a look at it. The ball's just holding its line back into that wind. Just tried to, and what the brain does, guys, because that wind's left to right, my brain says, okay, just draw the ball back into the wind, hold it. I'll hit this one. I'm trying to hit those down so you can see it, but I'll give this one a bit of a twist. So you're just drawing it back into that wind. Just push that a little bit, guys. But even though it was that's probably the worst shot you'll get with channel lock, just a little push, and with that left to right wind it just picks it up. But that's the worst shot you'll get. It'll be right side of the green. I did have the club face open a little bit there. Just drawing that back into the wind. Just trying to knock it down so I don't hit it out of frame. It's always going to do that, guys. Always going to hit that little baby draw most of the time. Although in the new swing with the double foot flare, I don't have any movement on the ball at all, like zero. Same shot, guys. It's a nice facility to have in a golf swing when you know that the standard shot is going to be a draw shot, because particularly playing in this crosswind, it's always going to hold its line. Bring the ball right back here. Know what that'll be like for the camera. And this is how I practice most times, guys. This is when I'm really trying to, you know, to grind a practice session. I get 2 flags like that, and I work those flags. But I'll hit a shot 2 yards to the right of the right flag, 2 yards inside the left, to the left of that. Then go to the left flag, sling one around the left flag, then cup one back into the left flag. And that's how you should practice, guys. Just don't hit willy-nilly shots. And if you've got wind like this, you should always do that. And that's how I practice. I never just hit shots without a specific target in mind. Yeah, guys, so there's probably no point hitting anymore. So, I mean, you can just see the balls go straight. You know, people say, okay, JS, you say go straight, but we can never see it. Well, guys, I wouldn't say it went straight if it didn't go straight, because everyone here knows me and they all see these videos. And if I wasn't hitting it straight and I was a crooked hitter, they come up and say, JS, what are you talking about? They all know I can hit it straight, and I can hit it straight. So, yeah, that's the reason, guys. It's very hard sometimes, because I've just got my little Sony Handycam, and it's very hard to just get ball flight, particularly where I have to hit from most of the time, to stay out of the way of the range. I'm always subjected to a certain sun condition and normally a specific wind condition. So, you know, I'm limited a lot of the times in some of the stuff that I can do in terms of ball flight. But because I practice in the wind all the time, that's why I'm basically straight all the time. Okay, guys, just wanted to show you a little bit there. Might just hit a little pitch up onto that flag, onto that green. It's a channel lock pitch, just a little one, just to the back of the green up there. That's perfect. Oh, that's a nice shot. Perfect, says your mother. Now, guys, what I'm going to be concentrating on going forward is really sharpening up the angle of the channel. Mr. X said the other day, he takes it really in the channel. I don't take it as much in the channel as he does. That could have something to do with his longer arms and just the flexibility he's got in his shoulders and his rotator cuffs, etc. Etc. So, yeah, what I want to do, guys, is basically get the club moving there. Now, I've still got a little bit of that, but basically it's there and then it's beside the body, and that's all I want to do. Just hit a little pitch shot here. Just a little one, just on the, just up towards the upslope there, just a little one. See how on line that is, guys? It's just, it's really super. Okay, guys, just a couple of things. And while I'm on here, guys, I might just have a little bit of a rant. You know, you get people come on public forums like mine, and guys, I never promote my forum for an obvious reason, because I don't want 20,000 people, you know, looking at it. Because if I get 20,000 people looking at it, I'll get 1,000 lunatics, and they'll drive me to despair. I mean, I get enough now. I don't get that many. I'm pretty lucky, you know, with only 2,500 subscribers or something. You're not going to get a lot of loonies, but you do get them. And if any of the loonies are watching, and I blocked most of them, if they are watching, guys, you're wasting your time, because I'm an Australian, and the last thing we take is crap from anybody. And I do all this stuff because I want to give it to people that appreciate it. But the dopes that just come on and just want to be critical and come up with no constructive criticism ever. I'm the first guy to accept constructive criticism, but I never get it. It's always just ridiculous stuff, and it makes me always think that those people are complete loonies. Why would they do it? I mean, they're just so obvious with their lack of knowledge and the way that they critique things. So guys, you know, if you're out there and you're watching, because you won't be able to post anymore because I blocked you, but and that's a great thing about the YouTube channels with the blocker. You can just block people, and I don't have to take it, and Bill Phillips doesn't have to take it, and I'm not going to. You know, Australians don't take that. We don't take rubbish. We're not going to take it. I'm happy to give it to anybody, and I'll put in as much time as you guys want. The people that want to see it and are happy for it to be contributors, then you got my 100% support. But anybody who just wants to come on and be an antagonist and a disruptor, guys, forget it. You got no chance of ever getting, you know, airplay on my channel. I just ain't going to let you. Why would I? Why would Bill Phillips? We'd have to take that sort of rubbish. The world is full of critics, and we need critics. But a real critic is someone that comes in with criticism that's got some foundation. I love learning new stuff. So if someone can come along to me and say, JH, you're doing that all wrong, this is the way to do it, I'll be the first person to support them. You get guys like Thomas Slagle. Thomas Slagle's got great support information, and Thomas is a very knowledgeable guy on the golf swing. He's written a significant book. I've never written a book. I'm going to. It's in the it's in the process going forward, and I've got someone that's going to write it for me who's a very good writer, because I've got some good ideas. But guys like Thomas, and there are other guys on the channel that come back with constructive stuff all the time. And guys, I love getting feedback. I'm only one person. I mean, what I come up with is what I think about. And if someone come along with a better mousetrap, or make my mousetrap better mousetrap, you got me. Because I'm not here to build any profile or put myself in a position of adoration, guys. I'm not that sort of person. All I want to do is do my own thing. I love the golf swing. I want to develop it. I want to give people the benefit of the time that I can spend here on the practice tee. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that at my age and still have the health to do it. So I'm happy to do that. And I'll go out of my way. If someone shows some interest, you got me as a supporter. But guys, it's a public forum, and a good thing about a channel like this is that you don't have the channel, but you don't have to. You can have contributions come in, and it can be your channel as well. If people were just smart, they get the benefit of the channel, and they will increase their knowledge, because collectively we all input, and collectively we're a lot better than singularly. I mean, look, I've learned heaps of things over the years. I've worked most of it. I've probably worked 95% of it out myself, because conventional teaching didn't make any sense to me most of the time. A lot of the stuff's being taught just make any sense, but it still got taught, and that's where I saw the formal flaws in conventional teaching, and the reason I've gone off down the Channel Lock road. Channel Lock's radical, and it's hard for some people to understand, but if you constantly listen to all the videos I put up, and that's a chore in itself, a lot of videos, and I put a lot of content, verbal content in, but guys, and they're long, and the reason they're long, because I need to get across the information. You won't learn about this golf swing by watching it, I promise you. If you get 100 people look at it, they'll have 100 different perceptions of what's going on, and 99% of them will be wrong. They just won't be what I'm trying to extol or espouse. They won't be. You won't get that understanding if you don't listen to what I say. And I will have the benefit of what I say, and I can't do that in a 3-minute video. Anyway, guys, just a bit of a sermon or a bit of a rant today, and I just wanted to everyone's allowed to have a rant now and again, aren't they? You've got to get rid of it. But guys, that people don't realise what they miss when they come on and be antagonistic and put themselves in a position to get blocked. They just lose the opportunity of learning from all of us, not just me. I'm no great font of wisdom. I know a little bit. Well, I know a lot. But collectively, the guys on the channel, they know plenty, and you can avail yourself of that, all that plentiful knowledge, if you weren't silly with your comments. Just think about it. Just think about it. Don't put on antagonistic comments, because guys, I ain't going to respond, and neither is Bill Phillips. Bill Phillips and I are peas in the pod. He's an American version of me, and as they say, we ain't going to take that anymore. Why should we? Anyway, life's too short for antagonism, and it gets shorter. As you get to my age, it gets very short. I mean, what's the average? I saw the other day, which is not very comforting to me, the average Australian male these days is 79 to 80 years. That's their lifespan. I haven't got long to go. So I've got to get this channel lock done. I've got to get this channel lock done. I've only got a couple of years to go. If the statistics are right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prove those statistics wrong. And I'm going to be the oldest teacher on the internet ever. You'll see a crotchety old, wrinkled up, 90-year-old out there in 13 years' time, guys, just still out here hitting golf balls. I won't be hitting them very far. Or maybe I will. If I keep up my training, maybe I'll be only a 70-year-old body instead of a 90-year-old. Because today I can do with my training, I can do what most 35-year-olds can do. And a lot more than some 25-year-olds can do. So I keep doing that, and hopefully that will hold me in good stead, and I can get past the next 3 theoretical years that I've got left. I don't think, I look up there thinking I'm going up there when I go. They say the difference between the golf courses in heaven and the golf courses in hell. The golf courses in heaven are all 9-inch holes. In hell, in hell, they're all the same size. They're all 9 inches. But the holes in hell have got cellophane over the top of them. And the ball just can't go in the hole ever. I know where I want to go. So maybe I can give myself some brownie points in the next couple of years. Okay guys, JH signing off. I'm going to hit some shots in a minute. I'm going to really hit some really hard shots and just see what comes of it. But I haven't got something wrong with the battery on my camera. It's just, I think it's had the fritz. It just keeps coming and going and just losing itself. So it doesn't hold its charge very long these days. Okay guys, we'll do some more tomorrow. If Mr. X turns up this afternoon, we might do something with Mr. X and show you, his radical double flare. I mean, he can actually hit balls looking like he's pointing the other way. Something to see. Okay guys, we'll do some more later on maybe.